Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to what is round 5 of the iRacing Israel League and round 5 of the Road to the FIA Motorsport Games 2024. The Road to Valencia. And we've got the silver class here out on the circuit at the moment. It is the legendary Spa-Francorchamps circuit. This place is magic. It really is. And I think the drivers will be enjoying their time out on track today. Jonathan Gutman on provisional pole for the time being. He is quickest at the moment by 0.4 of a second over Nikolai Lugovsky. That's Mark Zubarev, Javier Yarmakov, Eric Lapter, Alan Katzen 7th. As Halstern moves to 4th position. He is in the number 11 car and finishes his qualifying attempt, so doesn't think he can go quicker. On the second lap, Alexei Sorpin in the 6th in the 27 machine. Spa, well, in the F4 cars, we will be seeing a draft fest around this place, and we've had a few longer tracks this season. Portimao springs to mind, where we really did have that massive effect of the draft. But this is going to be something else. If you think of tracks where draft is important in Europe, number 1, Monza. Number 2, Spa. These are the tracks that spring to mind. It's not an oval, but the draft effect will be massive. These cars, they're quite light. They've got a bit of downforce to them, so they do kind of struggle in the dirty air, but they'll be fine. The draft effect will be so huge that the dirty air will be negated around the lap. Dima Medvenik up to 2nd place as the clock ticks down. There's quite a few cars still out on track. Fastest lap at the moment by Jonathan Gutman, 2 minutes 23.995. That is your provisional pole time at the moment. As Gutman comes to the line. It's not an improvement. It is an improvement, though, by Mark Zubarev. And Yehuda Ben-Yosef into 4th. Tomer Horoshovsky. No, he's not out on track. This is Amnon Sahari. Does he set a lap? Yes, he does, up to 11th. And I don't believe anybody else has actually set a lap time here today. So we move on to the first race of tonight. Got a maximum of 9 laps. First race will get underway. Be able to see the grid. Here it is. Here's the famous Spa-Francorchamps grid, using obviously the top of the pit lanes, top pit boxes. Brev in 2nd position. Medvenik 3rd, 4th for Yehuda Ben-Yosef, Nikolai Lugovsky in 5th, 6th for Erdi Galili. Aaron Dolitsky 7th, 8th for Tal Stern, Aviad Yarmakov in 9th, 10th for Alexei Sorpin. That is your top 10. Everybody's still gridding up. Ready to go lights out. Moment now. Or Brom will be 15th on the grid and 16th is for Tomer Horoshovsky. He'll be the last car to start the race here tonight. we get ready for 20 minutes of action from Spa-Francorchamps. And we're off. Beautiful getaway from everyone. Pretty clean, nobody stalling on the grid, and that's the important part. Mark Zubarev still holding on to second just about, but actually does hit Jonathan Gutman, and even if it's a pretty clean start, it's not in the back. Big accident in the back. We'll get to it in a moment, because now we've got Zubarev behind Medvenik, behind Gutman, and now, welcome to the draft as they come up El Rouge, up Radiant, and then down actually up the Kemmel Straight. It's a bit uphill this straight. Now free wide down the up the Kemmel Straight into Lacombe. The beautiful chicane at Lacombe, free wide. Who's gonna come out first? There's the 69 of Nikolai Lagovsky getting in to the fight. He goes up to third, and Jonathan Gutman down to fourth. He's fighting Aaron Delitsky. Where's Gutman? This is Aaron Delitsky in fourth, Gutman in fifth now. Wow. A lot of changes from first to fifth goes Gutman. Bit of an accident somewhere behind, maybe some touch of a curb. Omer Horoshovsky had an accident somewhere further down. And here we go, down into the braking zone at the fifth path. And Gutman holds off Yehuda Ben Yosef for sixth. Continue to run. On to fifth now. And going to try and draft up to Aaron Delitsky. That gap half a second. But I think Yehuda Ben Yosef will have a much better draft up to Blanchimont. But there is a battle for the lead as well. 3/10 between them. Back between these battles. Paul Stern up into sixth. He's now within reach of Gutman. Yehuda Ben Yosef has to avoid it. Both Lagovsky and Gutman had to avoid it. Gutman up to third now because there was an accident up in front. Cars losing positions. I'm struggling to keep up with this at the moment. So Jonathan Gutman now up into second. I don't think he actually overtook anyone. I think he just passed the cars that were involved in accidents. Now it is a battle for second. Mark Zubarev, amazing job at the start. He's gotten to the lead and he's ran with it. 3.8 seconds at the front of the field. Look at this. Now, are we going to go free wide? I'm almost sure of it. Gutman actually, I thought he dropped back. He wanted to get back in the slipstream. Now, slipstream for, that is Berti Galili, who's gone in the middle. He's in the middle of that sandwich. He backs out of it. He doesn't want to be there. He gets to the inside of Gutman, and Gutman down to fourth once again. So you don't want to be at the front when you're coming on to that straight. Massive, massive, massive action out on track at the moment. Let's have a look at what happened. So Aaron Delitsky had an incident. Let's have a look at a replay here. This is Aaron Delitsky. Oh, the two in front collided, and Delitsky, well, he had nowhere to go. Lost the wheel. That is day done for him. Is this race done for him? For Brom, he had an incident. That was at the start. Let's have a look at that. Trying to get through all the incidents that happened. Here it is at the start. And collides with the 27. Oh, wow. Nobody else was involved, so only Brahms 325 and Alexei Sorpin in the 27. The only cars involved in that incident. Back to battles. This is a battle for third. So Gutman, Tal Stern, and Berti Galili. Third place. Galili 6/10 behind Yehuda Ben Yosef, who's second at the moment. And what is Tal Stern going to do? He locked up and ran wide last time. Not going to happen this time. Keeps it clean. He's going to try around the outside of the pole sitter, Jonathan Gutman, who drops back down to 5th. Fastest lap of the race, Mark Zubarev, not surprised because he's actually, I know Isaac gets the fastest lap of the race. Maybe helped by a bit of slipstream. Gutman tries the inside. Not going to happen. Not here. I was going to say Mark Zubarev should be setting fastest laps because he's the only car out on track that is not involved in a massive battle. But I know Isaac, I think he had a clear run this lap. Pretty much, if you set the fastest lap of the race, you're most likely running alone. Because any other way, you're in a massive battle. Back to the draft train. And all aboard, because now it's Tolstern in the most vulnerable position. It's going to be Gutman who's going to try the outside line. Does he have enough overspeed and does he have enough overlap into Lake Holm? He might. He'll be on the inside line for the left. He'll be on the outside line for the right. Has to back out of it. Jonathan Gutman, the pole sitter, struggling in race 1 here. Ido Isaac right behind this little group. And Bertie Galili, since he's now left alone, have a chance. Finding fight Ben Yosef. This is your race leader, Mark Zubarev. Easy for him. Now, he's, unless he makes a major mistake, he's going to win this one. Because he's got a 4-second lead behind, and there's no real chance of being caught. It should be about a 9-lap race. That's what my timing screens are predicting. So, 9. We're going to start lap 4 any moment now. No real opportunities for anybody to catch up because everybody's at a pretty similar pace around Spa. Everybody knows the track extremely well, and that'll be the biggest challenge. Here's Isaac. Ben Yosef. The fastest lap. Bertie Galili sets the fastest lap, catching up to Ben Yosef. But back on the draft train. Here we go as we go down to Eau Rouge. Then they're going to go up Radion. And then the battle commences. Actually, it does make sense when you have such a drafty car to lift off before Eau Rouge and then have a massive run all the way up the hill. Here we go. It's going to happen here as they go up. To the outside goes Gutman once again. Is he going to have enough overlap this time to actually get the move done on Tolstern, who's doing a mega job in 4th place? Is it going to be enough for Gutman? I don't think so. Maybe just about, but Tolstern's still on the inside. They're going to go side by side. They touch, but still survive, both of them. That is brilliant close racing. Round the outside goes Gutman. Is that going to be enough? I think just about, maybe not. Going to have the inside line here finally, and gets in front as Tolstern spins him round. And Gutman, his day goes from bad to worse, again hitting the barrier. He's having a horrible day here today. This is the battle for 2nd place. Bertie Galili has reduced that gap. It's half a second. And he's going to be pulled all the way along to Blanchimont. Get pulled all the way up the hill. And in these F4 cars, they don't have that much power. But the draft is massive. I wonder what the pro race will look like as well. I think it's just going to be a draft train all the way through. Here we go. To break zone. Leaving. Losing a bit of time. About 7/10 behind. Mark Zubarev manages to get the fastest lap of the race. Incredibly. Without any draft. Because now the field's spread out. So possible to make moves and then actually to be fast. It's not just battling 24/7. Completely trails Yehuda Ben Yosef. And this is not going to be a move down this straight, but this might be. Ido Isaac versus Tal Stern. Stern has a bit of damage. We saw that incident with Jonathan Gutman. Here comes Ido to the outside, and now he might have the overlap here into the braking zone. Super duper late. Look at that. Just about makes the corner, but it is enough to get himself up into fourth both in these all white cars. And vertically here. Third place. Trying to catch up to Yehuda Ben Yosef. Losing a bit of time through the corners, whether that's just aero wash or maybe he's just a little bit slower, but he gets it all back down the straight, so it's so hard to escape here. And knowing raced myself much of the F4 car, but I do know Spa in the Formula Free car, and it's just draft all the way through. Do something really, really special to run away, but looks like Ben Yosef managing to do that just about. Now managing to do it. Oh, and a spin for Bernie Galili. He's gonna have to wait. Tal Stern almost runs into him. Bernie Galili spun round, but without the help of anybody. He did it all by himself. Ido Isaac, fastest lap of the race. Makes sense because he had an incredible draft up the hill and then had a brilliant lap after that as well. So fastest lap of the race by Ido Isaac, and it is by 3/10 over what Mark Zubarev has managed to do. Now, I'll start. Has a chance. He's going to be drafting all the way through. He's actually going to have massive overspeed here because he had that gap. He can come back at Ido Isaac. No, lifts off and says, Ido, get on the pedal. Let's move together here, I think. That's what it looks like. Doesn't want to fight. Knows it's not his battle here for Tal. Because Ido maybe is a little bit quicker, so it makes sense. Just stick behind him and try to catch up to Yehuda Ben Yosef because he's all alone as well. So there's a chance to catch up. It's not like you're trying to catch up somebody who's drafting up behind someone. This is a battle. This is Katz, Dalitsky, Medvenik in front. Katz right in the middle of this one, I think. Dalitsky has the best seat in the house here. He's going to be able to choose who he wants to draft and choose which side of the track he wants to go. And actually, Katz moved to the outside. Now Dalitsky has a chance. Katz really late on the brakes. And Medvenik holds on to 14. Dalitsky stays in 15. Katz in 14th, but has a horrible exit. To the outside goes Medvenik. No, what's gonna happen here? Loose connection, but Tal Stern, he's side by side, so he's actually wanting to battle still. Maybe realizes that they can't catch you. Yosef locks up and backs out of the move. Incredible racing action, really. Spa always delivers. Back to this battle. They're not stopping, and I'm not surprised because it is very much. Oh! Incident! And even Medvedev, again, involved in something here today. I think. Look. Exactly happening here. Coming out of the turn, he tries to go to the inside, just touches. Yeah. Loses the position and loses control. This Tolster still battling with Ido Isaac. This is the battle. Oh, spun round is Alon Katz. What happened here? Into the braking zone. Here we go. Katz defends. And all on his own. Oh, and then gets clattered by Aaron Delitsky. Now, still within a shot, so he's doing well to keep up the pace. They're catching up to Yehudot Ben Yosef. It's a difficult call here. It's still a big gap. They're maybe not catching up as much as they'd like, but it's gonna be tight if Paul Stern lets Ido Isaac continue to push and stays behind him. Might have a shot at this, you know. It might not be all over. Might have a shot at a second place. Would Ido, and Yosef would have a chance at second as well, or third at least. He can afford to stay behind. If he can stay behind, those 7/10 now the gap. It's not within striking distance anymore. Closer and closer. Now, Ido Isaac has a chance. If he can perfect this lap, I think he can get away. Last lap for Ido, 23.1. Running faster than Mark Zubrev, the race leader, and about a second and a bit faster than Yosef. He'd need to really find something on this lap. I think he'd need a mistake from Ben Yosef, but everything's possible. Is impossible. Closer. Well, he's not getting closer now. He's dropping definitely. So struggles at this part of the race. Let's see if he can find. Catching up quick. The gap is 1.8. And last lap, Ido gained about 1.4. He'd need to do something incredible here, and he'd need to catch up to him as soon as possible to get that draft and start catching. But if you look on board with him, he can already see Yehudot Ben Yosef in front. Last lap, white flag goes up in the air. Ben Yosef right there in front. He knows that he's there. He knows he can catch him. And he's going to have just that little bit extra motivation. Incredibly fast. 22.9 last time round. That is absolutely incredible for a lap. That would have been the fastest lap of the race if that had not been invalidated, but he still holds the fastest lap of the race anyway. And actually, Tal Stern now has a chance. I think Tal's realized this is his last opportunity. To the outside goes Tal, gonna try and outbrake. I don't know. Not enough, and I think Tal is just about out of options here. He'd have to try something really crazy if he wants to get past. And I don't think he wants to do that. He's in a fantastic fourth position. I know Isaac just needed one more lap. He would have been there, I think, but it's not going to be enough. And this man, well, Mark Zubarev ran the perfect race. He got into the lead on lap 1. He's led all the way through since. Mark Zubarev wins race 1 at Spa. And that battle behind, nothing's going to change. Yehuda Ben-Yosef finishes second. Ido Isaac, brilliant drive by him, finishes third. Fourth, Tal Stern, again, another incredible drive. Bertie Galili, a bit lonely, I think he is. 15 seconds to the front, 3 seconds, 4 seconds behind him. He's going to finish fifth. Amnon Zohari in the sixth. Domer Horoshovsky going to be seventh. He's going to go the way of Nikolai Logovsky. Ninth, we don't know yet. Alexei Sorpin versus Orbram. They clashed on lap 1. They're fighting for ninth on the final lap. Actually, Orbram goes to the outside, leaves the inside door open for Sorpin, who's going to be the latest on the brakes. They touch again, and they touch again and again and again, and I think maybe, no, it's going to be Sorpin who takes ninth place. Wow, hanging wheels. There's no doors on these cars, but if they had doors, they would have been blown right off after that contact. Jonathan Gutman finishes in 11th. From pole to 11th. That's got to hurt. Aaron Dolitsky, 12th. 13th for Eric Lapter. 14th is going to go the way of Duma Medvenik. 15th for Avia Yarmakov. And Alan Katz tires 16th place. Let's have a look at our results for race 1. After 9 laps, Mark Zubarev at the top of timing screens. Actually, huge gap, for example, to Alexei Sorpin, who finished 9th, was 51 seconds behind. It's huge gaps. I don't think we've seen gaps this large this whole season. Obviously, this is the longest track we've been to, but I was expecting much smaller gaps, and it didn't feel like that in the race. It felt like everybody was always fighting, and yeah, turns out we actually had a massive gap. Jonathan Goodman will start on pole, though. So could be a, yeah, I think it was a penalty for Alexei Sorpin. Down in 14th, starting down in 14th. Definitely some penalty there. And Jonathan Goodman, he's gonna have 2 pole positions in 1 weekend, and that's not great. However weird that may sound, that means he's finished after. So let's see how he does this time round. Orbram and Nikolai Logovsky will be the chasers closest to him. We're almost ready to go. Everybody, ridding up. Ready to start the fight for the win in race 2. Race 2 about to get underway. And we're off. Beautiful start by everybody. Somewhere in the back of the field, maybe a little bit more chaos. But Down to turn 1. Goodman survives it, and most of them do. I think, yep, it's pretty clean. Cleaner than last time, definitely. Front free already escaping. Or Brom trying to the inside of El Rouge. They're going to go side by side up Radion. And they're going to hold an incredible racing. Super wide from Goodman, who loses a place to Lugovsky now. But now Goodman. They're pushing each other onto the grass down the straight. Touch on the straight. They touched on the straight. That's wow. They keep pushing themselves off on the straight. Incredibly, nobody hits a wall. That is really something else. Carl Stern up to 3rd from 7th on the grid. I know Isaac up to 5th. He's going to be up to 4th now against Jonathan Goodman, who's just struggled with these race starts. Incredibly took pole, but it's been nowhere in both the races. Nikolai Lugovsky now in 2nd. Or Brom leads the field. Carl Stern in 3rd. 4th for Ido Isaac. He's got a great chance of winning this one if he can continue the pace that he had. Jonathan Goodman fights with Ido Isaac. Both of them off, and that's Zubarev, I think, off as well. No, Zubarev survived. Zubarev's in 4th, but Goodman is off, and, well, the weekend started beautifully for him. That was actually Amnon Zahari getting involved in that. The weekend beautifully started for Goodman, has ended up in disaster. Look at that. Touch, and off, and crash, and Goodman just stood on next to the road. I don't think he can believe it. That doesn't happen always. And fight for the lead now. 3 cars in it. Mark Zubarev has a great chance now of catching up to this group. Carl Stern, he was very fast in race 1. He need that speed in race 2. Got a chance. It's Or Brom versus Nikolai Lugovsky for position here. See Sorpin battling for 6th further back. Another one of these cream-colored cars to the inside goes Lugovsky. Doesn't happen, and now Carl Stern might be threatening Lugovsky. He is, and he gets past, actually, almost. They're going to go side by side in. Carl Stern gets that position, maybe a little bit wide on the turn-in, but will have a chance at the lead now of Or Brom. Catching, using the slipstream. Yehuda Benyosa putting pressure on Mark Zubarev in the slipstream as well. Carl Stern getting closer, but he's not going to be close enough. To the inside. Oh, Tal. Nope. Again doesn't happen. Guys fighting for position still. Very wide from light. The background, well, not in the background, very much in this fight still. Mark Zubarev getting closer to it. So Carl Stern needs to get a move on. He needs to overtake Or Brom, or else he'll be under big pressure from behind. It's, again, 20-minute race, so again, chance drivers to come back at least a little bit. It is 9 laps. It's, again, actually huge gaps already forming. 10th place is already half a minute down, but from 1st to 9th, it is 11 seconds, so this is still almost like one pack. Trying to make moves. As soon as you try and make a move, somebody's making a move on you as well. Carl Stern to the lead of the race. If he can get it stopped, a little bit of a lockup once again. He keeps locking up when trying to overtake into the bus stop chicane. Mark Zubarev now very much a part of this battle. Carl Stern goes to the inside, but he's going to be in a very unfavorable position as they start the next lap. Yehuda Benyosa, fastest lap of the race, 23.8 from him. down into Eau Rouge we come. They're going to go side by side. Neither of them is going to lift through this. Super close, almost touching. And now it's Lugovsky with the best shot at this. Zubarev as well. He's got a great run. And Tallstern, these two up in front. He might just touch. Zubarev overtakes Tallstern, goes to the inside to make it 3 wide. For Spurs, for Brom, I think somehow he's held on to it. Now they go side by side. Zubarev hits with Lugovsky. And Tallstern watching this, he knows how dangerous these battles can be, so he's backing off and thinking, okay, I'll watch you. I'll watch you fight it out, and I'll just chill out here and relax. Oh! What happened there? Tallstern into the wall. Oh, I can't believe it. He was having a fantastic afternoon. Now, in the wall, retired now as well. Let's have a look. We missed what actually happened to him. He just turns in. Oh! Like a snap. Like the car just started to slide a little bit. He tried to correct it, and then it all went horribly wrong for him. So unfortunate. He had such a great run, and well, wow. He had a great run today. He was about to close in on the lead. He lost a few places, but he was running fantastic. To crash out like that, gotta hurt. Zubarev super wide, and Lugovsky right next to him. I think Zubarev just about going to get this place. He has a chance of making it 2-2, but not if he keeps doing that. Locks up, runs wide. That's a position lost for him. Rev, championship leader, silver class. Oh, that's tight! Off! Spun off is Nikolai Lugovsky, and that's going to be on Ben Joseph, definitely. Wow, Sorpin crashed as well. That is unrelated, I believe. Let's have a look at what happened there. Sorpin had a crash as well. Yeah, that is unrelated. Completely unrelated. Spun out. But Nikolai Lugovsky can't believe it. Just got taken out completely there. Look at that. Just got pushed into the back, and actually can't believe that car can keep going. No, it can't. Definitely can't. No, I saw him 9th at the moment. I thought, yeah, that's what I. Right, I couldn't believe. I thought he was still driving the car after a smash into Eau Rouge. After a smash into Eau Rouge, no, the car's not drivable. Now, Brom leads this one. Let's see what Mark Zubarev has in his back pocket. He needs to pull out everything here. Most positions gained, Aviad Yarmakov, who is 4th at the moment. Good job by Aviad. He's done an incredible job to go up to 4th. He's gained 11 positions in this race. Mark Zubarev's gained 8, so great job by him. He's really putting his stamp on this championship. As Dormalka, we don't have today, and we don't have. We do have Vertigality. He's back. Points. Actually, Alstern hasn't raced this season yet, so he's his debut in F4. Gotta give him credit for that. I mean, brilliant racing up until the point of a mistake unfortunate mistake. Mark Zubrev, he gained. And he gained a lot. 1.4 seconds last lap. He's still got half the race to go. 9.5 minutes. He's there. He's got chances here. Got chances to make it 2 out of 2 at Spa. I'm sure the pro class is watching these guys fight as well, seeing how these fights happen. I think that's just the cars touching the ground, most likely. That's why we're getting those sounds. It's not somebody crashing into a wall. This lap, the gap's been a bit more stable. Yeah, it looks like we're Brahm maybe holding on a bit better this time around. Goffsky driving slowly somewhere. Your screen. Rev. Championship leader. Winner of race 1. And gaining time on Brahm. But actually didn't gain anything. Gained 400th of a second. For Brahm, finding incredible pace now that he knows he's very, very much under pressure. They've been props to Brahm. A fantastic job. Let's have a look at the sectors. See how this battle continues. Brahm up 1 place. He had a very good start. It was very smart to start and gain that position to lead by a long way. It does seem like if you lead after lap 1, you can get a bit of a gap and can breathe a little bit. So I'm sure the pro class watching this will keep this in mind and know, okay, if we gain a little bit, we might be smart. Might be safe. So Mark Zubrev gaining a bit more time this lap, but Brahm has really turned up the jets. He's doing a fantastic job and found some pace somewhere that we didn't see from him before, because it looked like, well, Mark Zubrev is going to have a very easy run through, but now, I wouldn't, if I had to bet, I don't know if I don't know who would I put my bets on, because, yep, sure, Mark Zubrev gained some time, but we look at the last 3 laps. That lap 4, Zubrev gains 1.4 seconds. Lap 5, he gains 400th of a second. Lap 6, he gains 0.2. That is tiny margin. Now, he needs to get under about 1.2. That's when the real slipstream comes in. That's when the real battles come in. Horoshovsky versus Sorpin. This is for 6th. Horoshovsky goes to the inside before El Rouge. And actually gets the place, but he might be under threat now as they go on to the Camel Straight. Unless Sorpin decides to back out of it. See why he would. Actually, if he's too far now. So battle difficult. Cats. Litsky Zahari. The Litsky we've seen. Or I think Zahari's a new one into this trio. Stern is back out on track. Oh, lockup from Alon Katz, who comes back onto the track and flips Zahari. That car is still drivable. Somehow. I mean, like just the flip. Sorpin into the pits. Did he have the... I don't really see it. Back to the leaders. Here we go. Zubrev. Catching up now. Trying to catch. And he's not catching enough. Needs more. And more is going to be difficult to get. Point 3. 2 laps to go. Or Brom needs to hold on to have, I don't want to call it an unlikely victory, but definitely a surprise to me, considering how fast Mark Zubrev was in the prior race. 1.4, that gap, 1.4, that's where it stays at. Or Brom. And he's holding on. He's absolutely... He actually went 4 thousandths of a second quicker last lap. He's lost a bit this lap. Now Zubrev's getting a bit of that slipstream effect. Or Brom just needs to hold it. If he can hold it in about that 1.3, 1.4 range, he'll be fine. He'll not be under threat. And that's what he needs to do. There's a battle going on here. Horoshovsky was off. Lily jumps to 6th, and he's going to jump in 2nd in the championship. Purely because of the non-participation of Malka. Ron, 1.4, the lead. Brilliant job. And, you know, can't ask for more, honestly. Starting from 2nd, yes, but starting from 2nd on a reverse grid race. Battling the race winner, who had nobody even close to him last race. Or Brom starts the final lap in the lead. And with Mark Zubrev 1.2 behind, he's closed in this lap. He's got the slipstream finally. The fastest lap of the race by Mark Zubrev, 23.6. Half a second gained on Orbrom. Mark Zubrev's realized time's up. He needs to be first now if he wants to be first. And Orbrom is going to hold on down the Camel Straight, up the Camel Straight. But we'll see if he can hold on through the rest of this lap. Wide is Mark Zubarev. Definitely wide and definitely losing time. Gap, 0.8, just about 0.8. Or Brom looking in his rear view mirror. I'm sure he is now feeling the pressure. He's got the championship leader right behind him. Previous race winner right behind him. And he just needs to hold on. The white flag was flown in the air in the last time they crossed the line. Or Brom just missing that apex a little bit, going a little bit wide on the exit. But I think he's close. It's far enough. 7/10. Wow. Between these two, it has been a big battle. Look at that. Last 3 laps. We can find the difference between them. We've just lost all our graphics, unfortunately, and we can't even switch between cars. That's not a huge worry for Orbrom, who goes wide. He goes wide at the final turn. He's going to lose the position. Mark Zubarev's going to take the lead. Oh, wow. Oh, incredible scenes. Orbrom. Oh, man, I feel for him. He just lost it at the very, very end. Oh, I can't believe it. We need to get the graphics back up because we just completely lost them. I can't believe that happened at the very end. Wow. We'll try and get them back for you right now. As the graphics system crashed mid-race, unfortunately. Back to live pictures we can go. Wow. Can you believe it? That was really something else, and we're trying to get this refreshed. See if we can get timing back. See, small issues. Sometimes you run into them, but that finish of the race, that was something else. Here we go. We're back on live pictures. That really was something else. But unfortunately for Orbrom, just lost it at the final turn after a lockup. Mark Zubarev wins both and takes a Grand Slam here. It's then Mark Zubarev, Orbrom, Yehuda Ben-Yosef, Aviad Yarmakov, Dima Medvenik 5th, 6th for Berdy Galili, 7th for Tomer Horoshovsky, Aaron Delitsky 8th, 9th for Alexei Sorpin, 10th for Alon Katz. Nikolai Logovsky in 11th, 12th for Eric Lapter, 13th for Amnon Sahari, Tal Stern 14th, 15th for Jonathan Goodman, and 16th for Ido Isaac. Don't go anywhere. We'll be soon back with the Pro Class coming to you shortly. welcome back to the track here at wonderful Spa-Francorchamps. Is at the moment Reem Gross at the top of the qualifying standings, but we are following current championship leader Rowan Chacha, who has been almost unbeatable. He's only not won one race this season. Rowan Chacha is on provisional pole. Is that a surprise? Not really. What we've seen from this man this season has been phenomenal. He's really been the class of the field. Honestly, I mean, I've not seen this in a long time. To have somebody as dominant in a competitive field like this, at the moment, he is 59 points ahead of Reem Gross. And that is something else. Here, still following championship leader. He's got a chance at improving this lap. He is improving at the moment as well. Let's see though how much it really is. This round, Rowan Chacha could win the championship, could seal it. We've got one more round to go at the end of this one, a little bit wide, and that could be track limits. It's actually not quicker from Rowan, but it doesn't matter. He's still 4/10 at the front of the field. He finishes ahead of Reem Gross in both races. Will have enough to take the title with 2 races to spare. Here are the qualifying results. Rowan Chacha takes pole position, then it's Reem Gross, Daniel Lerman, Ayali Kanoivitsky, Ranzazzoni, Yuval Merrick, Nadav Yaron, Yossi Gabay, Matty Rosen, Arnaud Levi. Round out the top 10, Gilead Heskia, Ido Baltan, Omri Farag, Tomer Virtura, Dror Last, and Itai Zarbel rounds out the field. That is the 16 cars who are competing here today. It's the same situation as with the silver class. It's 2 races of 20 minutes. We are almost ready to get this one underway. I'm sure everyone's just as excited as I am. this could be one of those championship deciding races. Remember, the driver who wins in the pro class, he's the one who's going to represent Israel at the FIA Motorsport Games 2024 in Valencia this October. We're almost ready to go. Race 1 here at Spa. 2 more rounds to go. 2 races here and 2 races in 2 weeks' time at Imola. But now all the attention is at Spa. We're green at Spa. Beautiful getaway from everyone. I think Rowan Chacha's held the lead by quite a margin. He's got Reem Gross, then Daniel Lerman right behind. Holds on to it. Beautiful. And now, looks like the start has been relatively clean. No major incidents. Now as they head down the hill, Rowan Chacha's got Reem Gross in his rear view mirrors. Will we see a switch like we saw every race in the silver class? I think we will, because the slipstream is so powerful around here. Daniel Lerman, I think he's in the best spot here, but maybe Reem Gross, who takes the lead for now. Is he going to keep it into the turn? Yes, he does. And Rowan Chacha holds on in second. Some contact behind, definitely contact behind. Oh, somebody off, 2 cars off. 3, 4. Wow, how many cars are off the road? Oh, no rear wing. That is Nadav Yaron. That car's not going to handle well. I'll tell you that. Switch for position. Daniel Lerman almost overtakes Rowan Chacha. And who was that contact with? Daniel Lerman had contact with someone there. IIL Konoivitsky getting close to them as well. Daniel Lerman, who did he have contact there with? This is that replay that we need. Here we go. So, Daniel Lerman, right here. See who he has contact with. Oh, wow, he had contact with Reem Gross, just ran over his front tire, rear tire. Rowan Chacha back to battling. He's side by side with Reem Gross. I think these two are going to go head to head for the whole race as we come up to the bus stop for the first time of 9. Oh, big lockup for somebody behind. That was... well, Merrick, who gets spun round and then pushed into by Daniel Lerman, drops down to 7th place. Ugh, Daniel Lerman's race has gone from bad to worse. Rowan Chacha now leads this one, but he's got an angry bunch behind. Reem Gross, Sayali Kanovitsky, and Rancizzoni. They are all in that chasing pack. It's going to be hard to get away. It's gonna be very, very hard. To the outside is Reem Gross. He's getting a bit of a push on from Ayali Kanovitsky. Tries the outside, now tries the inside and becomes the middle. And wow, Rowan Chacha backs out of that one. Not trying anything crazy, and I understand that. That makes sense. He's driving for a championship here. He doesn't mind losing a race if he has to, if that can guarantee him a championship. Doesn't want to fight all out, but he's fighting all out with Reem Gross. He definitely is getting close, super close. Rancizzoni watching all of that. Doesn't know if he wants to get involved. I think Rowan is just about going to hold that one. No, I'm not sure. Reem Gross is still right there. These two have been side by side for about 5 or 6 corners, still side by side through the piff path, through the right, then through the left. And I'm losing my voice here because this is incredible. This is insane racing action. They touch a little bit, but I think they both survive Wow. I'm going to lose my voice if this continues on for the next 15 minutes. Then we've got a second race of another 20 still to watch. Wow. This is really something else. Spa provides great racing, and this is not disappointing us at all. Now, Rowan, he's got to think how to catch up to Kanoivitsky, and I think Rim Gross will probably want to support his idea here, because if they lose sight of Ayali, well, they'll struggle, really. I mean, they really will struggle to catch back up, but now they have caught back up. So good job, and should be all right for Rowan Chacha to maybe make a move here. The outside goes Rowan. Oh, to the inside over the grass. Wow. I think he thought there was space there. There definitely wasn't. Ayali had real ownership of that inside line, but wow. Rowan, that was probably the first time we've seen this season something really crazy come out of him. And gets the position just about as Kanoivitsky locks up. Almost takes out the championship leader. But they all somehow get through it. Super wide. Somebody in the wall. Kanoivitsky from the lead to the wall. Oh, man. I can't believe it. What happened there? That, so he comes in. Oh, a touch! Oh, I can't believe it. That was... that's so disappointing. He's gonna limp to the pits. This car's not drivable. Oh, man. He had such a good run going as well. He was leading the race. And it all just fell apart for him. Can't believe it. Now back to battle because Chacha's under pressure from Rim Gross. Ranzazoni is just watching this. Doesn't need to get involved, really. Oh, they touch. They get very close. And is Chacha gonna outbreak Gross? No. Gross outbreaks Chacha around the outside. I think this is just gonna keep going all the way through. This is like NASCAR, really. This is like stock car racing as they go into the braking zone here. Super long right, always understeering down that hill. And battle continues. Chacha to the inside. He got a shot at this. No, he slots back in, and the train of the top three cars continues on. Zoni, I don't think he even wants to make a move here. Yeah, Kanoivitsky still holds the fastest lap of the race because he had the chance to run alone for a lap. Not going crazy and fighting anyone. So now, back to battling as Chacha tries to make a move on Gross. And is close to doing it here. about, almost. Into the braking zone. I think Gross is going to hold this one. Maybe not, because Chacha's super late on the brakes. These guys just keep surprising me every time. I didn't think you could be so late on the brakes. I didn't think you could pass someone that late. And I get proven wrong once again. This is really incredible racing. It's 3 cars with, I'd say, an equal chance for the win. We can't even show you any of the other battles because these 3 are just going at it, and this is for the lead of the race, and has potentially pretty big implications for the championship. Here we go. Rim Gross goes to the outside, even more to the outside. Rancizoni, who thinks he wants a piece of this. Ran might be in the lead by the end of this straight. No, he's not, but he's going to go in side by side with Reem Gross, and they're going to keep it side by side, almost 3 wide into the right here. This is just incredible action, and Ron Chacha decides he doesn't need to take that risk. Again, he's fighting for a championship here. If he wins it a round later, doesn't matter. All that matters is he wins it. So that's what he's working for. And he's not trying to have too many risks. Actually, Reem Gross extending a little bit from Rancizoni. Extending a little bit, I mean from 1/2 tenth to 2.5 tenths. That's how small these gaps have been this whole race. 8 minutes to go. A lot of time left for these guys to fight it out. Actually, Rancizoni to the inside here. That surprises Reem Gross definitely. That gives a chance to Rowan Chacha to make a move. Reem Gross defends the inside. Chacha can't go anywhere. So Zoni tries the outside. He gets the position back. He's still on the inside through here. And drops back. That is, wow. Is really something else. Now, Rancizoni is in the hot seat to try and take the lead of the race. He goes to the outside. Ron Chacha tries the inside. Yuval Merrick in 14th sets the fastest lap of the race because everybody else is just going at it and fighting. Side by side, I think Ran is just about going to get that position. They're still going to go out side by side, and Reem Gross holds on to it by magic. And now, Ron Chacha is going to try and move on. Rancizoni, Reem Gross in the middle of the track trying to block both of them, pretty much. He's got threats from outside and inside. And this battle just keeps on giving. If we can have this for the rest of race 2 as well. Yes, please. Here we go. 6 minutes to go. And gap's getting smaller and smaller. Battle's getting a bit more aggressive as well. And now, actually, Rancizoni battling Rowan Chacha. That battle getting more heated. And it can't... They don't want to risk it getting too heated, because if it does, then they're going to lose too much time. So now, Rowan Chacha needs to hold on, not try and pass. But he's not waiting. That gap also coming down because it on a straight, you're just getting that substrip. I think Rowan's actually got that move completed before the turn. No, they're still side by side. He does complete it just about, but now Rancizoni has the better draft. To the outside goes Rowan Chacha. Can he make the move round the outside on the brakes? He does it. That is incredible. And now they're going to be side by side. Reem Gross now on the outside. 2 turn ones. Rowan Chacha moved from 3rd to 1st to now 2nd. And 1st again. Gets it done. Ranzazzoni is going to go side by side with Reem Gross. Oh, this is, wow. 5 minutes to go. 3 laps. This is something else. Merrick, once again, fastest lap of the race. Ranzazzoni to the inside because he thought he found an opportunity there. Look at how confident Reem Gross is on the brakes there. He keeps getting that move done on Rowan Chacha. That is so important for the rest of this race. If he can keep getting that move completed, that is so, so crucial. If he knows he's got confidence, if he knows he's got that advantage at the very, very end there, it could be what wins him the race. If he comes out into the final lap, 2nd on the road, and gets that move done around the outside, that might win him the race. It really might, but it's so early to call. 4 minutes left, 2 laps at the end of this one. Too early to call. That's how incredible this race is. Merrick, he's on a heater because he's just setting incredible lap times. 22.6 for him. He just keeps setting fastest lap of the race after fastest lap of the race. No other car is actually in the 22s. No, there's no other car that set a lap time, a fastest race lap of 22 something. So, Merrick, incredible speed. To the outside goes Reem Gross, and look, this is where Reem has the advantage. He's got the confidence into the final chicane. Touch! Oh, wow! Ranzazzoni off. Is there any damage for Reem Gross? Oh, Ranzazzoni gets passed by Yossi Gabay. No, that was an incredible battle for the lead. And now it's just 2 left, but I think Reem might just have damage on his car. Oh, wow. We'll see what happens now throughout the rest of the lap. He's still close enough to maybe make a move this lap. Actually, Ranzazzoni is close enough to make a move on Yossi Gabay, so we might switch to that if nothing happens here. Maybe, just maybe, but wow. Oh, my goodness. That was... Oh, I can't believe it. Merrick's fastest lap of the race. He's pushing, definitely. Don't know where he's found that pace. Look at this. This is Tazzoni versus Gabay. Around the outside, Tazzoni gets it done. Wow. Back to the battle for the lead. I don't think there's much damage, if any, on Reem's car. Have one more lap. At the end of this one, Reem Gross in prime position, but now there's only 2 of them left. They can focus on this battle between each other. To the outside goes Gross. And no, Chacha's way more confident on the brakes. He goes wide. Oh, he loses that position. Oh, wow, and he's now 6/10 back. 7/10 back. Oh, wow. So he had the confidence to brake on the outside. We've seen that from Chacha. Rencezoni now fastest lap of the race. You find some pace now when you're not battling all the time. And now, Rowan Chacha, you'll need to do a move at the end of the lap. It's not going to be enough. Any move is not going to be enough down the straight, up the Camel straight here. But maybe, actually wide from Reem Gross. Maybe he's got that little bit of damage. If he does, this is a chance for Rowan. If he can make a move here, you found Merrick fastest lap of the race once again. And no, just not enough. I think he lacked like 10 meters. Max. As they come up. Zone, nope. Still doesn't happen. Doesn't happen. That is good news for Gross. Rowan Chacha, I think he's plotting a move right at the end. Right at the end of the lap. If he can get it done right at the end of the lap, that would be something incredible to decide this race on a final lap pass, final corner pass. Wow, Rowan Chacha really showing his nose now. Really putting Reem Gross under pressure, making him take those bad lines, making him defend that position. There's nothing between them. You couldn't put a piece of paper between these two. That is what F4 racing is all about. The championship leader and the chaser together on track, side by side now as they go into Blanchimont. Who's going to come out in front of Blanchimont? Side by side, they touch! Oh, the championship leader and the second place collide! Oh, I can't believe it. Reem Gross is going to come out ahead. Rowan Chacha's car is destroyed. He can't get it to the finish. Oh, wow, the scenes on the final lap. Reem Gross takes the win just about. He's going to roll back to the line. Oh, I can't believe it. What happened there? Oh, wow. Both of them into the wall. Look at that. Oh, if we can go a little bit back. Oh, wow. Oh, I can't believe it. Look back at this replay. This is with Rowan Chacha. Let's go on board with Reem Gross, who turns in the touches. Oh, no. Oh no, Rowan Chacha, he couldn't do anything. Couldn't keep going, he got stuck on the grass. Oh wow. Daniel Lerman gets the fastest lap of the race at the very end. Wrong results that we have on our screen at the moment. Here's race one. Reem Gross takes the win ahead of Rancezoni, ahead of Yossi Gabay, Matty Rosen, Hernan Levi, Iliad Heskia, Ido Baltzan, Tomer Ventura, Dror Last, Omri Farag. And then it is Yuval Merrick, Ayali Kanovitsky, Nadav Yaron, Daniel Lerman, Rowan Chacha, 15th. I think he's going to be down to 16th now because Itai Zarbel is going to pass him. Is he? Yeah, I think so. Have a look. He crosses the line. Does it cut? Yep. Oh, we're actually always in replay. Here we go. Back to live pictures. Yeah, so Itai Zarbel actually finishes ahead of Rowan Chacha. Flag now. Based on my screen. Head. For some reason, timing screen says something different. Wow. I don't think anything can top that race now, to be honest. I don't know what these guys would have to do to top this race. Honestly, I'm at a loss for words to see the two championship leaders collide. as they prepare to get going. And we're off. Decent start from mostly everyone, actually. As we get to turn 1, is it going to be clean? So much. Not so much. Somebody flips in the background. Was that Daniel Lerman flipping? He can't catch a break. Rowan Chacha. Whoa, there was a car. That was Yuval Merrick spinning off without a wing. And now Rowan Chacha is up to 10th already. And is that Reem Gross right in front of him? It is. Crash in front of them as well. I think Reem Gross has got some damage. Rowan Chacha's just doing well without any. To the inside goes Gross, tries it at least. But he ties Zarbel in front of them. This is a battle for 6th now. Rowan Chacha versus Reem Gross. We saw that just a few moments ago, end in tears. Rowan Chacha gets the position this time. Reem Gross has got damage on the front after that lap 1. I want to see what happened to Daniel Lerman. He has to be the unluckiest driver this weekend. Look at that. Nothing he could have done. There was a car coming to the left-hand side and just took him out. Daniel Lerman, I can't believe it. He's been unlucky today. Definitely have field. That's Zarbel. Ranzazzoni down in 11th again. His front left wheel is out of alignment. Yep. It's totally out of alignment. He's in trouble. Good, Heskia. This is a battle. Where's Reem Gross? Down to 10th. What happened to Reem Gross? Oh, contact. He's coming down to the pits. Somebody crashed in the pit lane. He's actually coming in with Ranzazzoni as well. All right, Reem Gross. What happened? Have a look. Replay. Chacha, by the way, up to 3rd now. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. That explains why he had to go back to the pits. Rowan Chacha, this battle continues on. This is for 3rd place. Itai Zarbel gets that position now. But Rowan has a chance to overtake here. The outside goes Chacha. Not enough space there. Now it's going to switch to the inside. And we'll try the outside line through Piff Path. This is Piff. And this is Path. Gets the position and is 3rd now. Now he's got Tomer Ventura and Omri Farag in front of him. And probably for the first time this weekend after qualifying, Rowan Chacha is going to be able to run alone. And not have to fight 3 cars. Ranzazzoni and Reem Gross battling for 10th here. Actually, considering that they came into the pits, they haven't lost that much. I mean, still lost time, but it's a reasonable amount. Oh. It definitely happened to Tomer Ventura. race leader has lost a lot of time. Yeah, he went off track, so I think he locked up into the bus stop. Fastest lap of the race by Omri Farag. We'll see what Rowan Chacha can find as well. But I think these two are now going to fight it out. Omri Farag started on pole. At the second, Tomer Ventura up 2 positions. That means he started 3rd place. And Gap coming down. Rowan Chacha behind them as well. Because Arbel has actually dropped from Rowan. Here we go. In and up the Camel straight to the outside goes Omri. And still not enough. Tomer Ventura holds the lead for now. But they can see this in their mirrors. A determined Rowan. He's got one thing in mind. That is win this race. And I don't think anybody can stop him now. After race 1, I don't think anyone can stop him. He is on a mission. And he's not going to give up. To the outside he goes. And if he does this, he just overtook around the outside. Yep. He's unstoppable now, I think. He's angry. This looks like an angry drive. It looks like he's now ready to fight. And is going to fight and is going to go absolutely flat out. He's gained so much time on them this lap. We'll see if this is the fastest lap of the race. It might be close. It might actually blow it out of the water. If it's clean, Tomer Ventura set the fastest lap of the race, even though Rowan Chatka went quicker. It wasn't a clean lap. He had gone off track. It's not something he cares about too much at the moment. I think he'll still want that point, those points for the fastest lap. He's going to get the points for gaining the most positions because he started last, remember? He's battling for first. Closer and closer. Reem Gross at the fastest lap of the race. But now Rowan's getting closer and closer and closer, and now he's closer than close. No. And actually, Itai Zarbel gets past Omri Farag. Up by Itai. And Reem Gross, Rowan Chacha should make the move now. Nope. Shows his nose. Tries to get Tomer Ventura to make a mistake. Tries to defend it. This is more inevitable here. Tomer fighting with Rowan Chacha quite a lot. And you can see Rowan's gonna try the outside. Gonna try and hold on. Oh! Getting pushed to the inside. They touch. Oh, Rowan doesn't want to do that now. I don't think he wants to crash here. If I was him, I certainly wouldn't, because that would actually bring Reem Gross very much into a championship fight here. He needs to calm down a little bit. Goes wide as Tomer Ventura. Now Rowan Chacha's got a pretty decent shot at this. He's going to come in side by side into a corner where last time he didn't survive. Still side by side. They both do it brilliantly. They both give each other enough room into the braking zone now. Beautiful. Rowan Chacha takes the lead of the race. Let's see if Tomer Ventura will want to come back at him as they get onto the Camel Straight later on. And we'll see if Rowan Chacha can finally start to put in those fast laps and start getting those points for the fastest lap. As Rim Gross has definitely caught up on this back, as everybody else has been fighting. This is Nadav Yaron down in 8th, and Rim Gross in 9th. 10th for Rantazzoni, just stuck to his back. Ron Chacho. He's going to hold on to the lead down the Camel Straight if he can. I think he'll hold on to it for the rest of the race. Beautifully done. He's made a perfect run through so far. Is Rantazzoni going to come at Rim Gross for last? Gains a position on Omri Farag. Rantazzoni. No, he's pushing Rim Gross along, and they're trying to get forward. Smart driving. This is Omri Farag versus Dror Last, who actually was 15th in qualifying. He's now running in 4th race. This is how much things change at Spa. Dror Last, by the way, down 2 spots. Ron Chacha up 15 spots. Itai Zarbel up 12, 2 spots. It's really something else. I mean, these guys are putting on a show, and Ron Chacha proving why he's the championship leader. He managed to put that horrible race 1 behind him. That horrible crash, and has been putting in the laps, putting in the work, now almost reaping the rewards. Just needs to get it to the end. Keep pushing, get it to the end. This battle continues on. They're now having Arnon Levi involved behind them. Oh, touch. Almost. And Arnon Levi might try and think of something here. Rantazzoni was pushing Rim Gross once again. Slidey from Dror Last. Gives that position up to Arnon Levi. Will he give it up to Omri Farag as well? He does. As Omri just cuts in front of him. Now, Ido Baltsan has a shot here. I don't know what to say anymore. The race has calmed down, finally, a little bit. And I don't have to scream anymore. But it has been a fantastic afternoon here at Spa-Francorchamps. And I really hope you're enjoying it as much as I have been. We'll see what the championship implications are. Not sure be able to calculate that, but Rim Gross is, Ron Chacha is definitely putting his one hand on the trophy at least. He's been showing incredible drives this season, and this is just one of them. As he crosses the line, he'll have 3 more laps to go of this wonderful circuit. Let's see if he can find a way to do the fastest lap of the race. Final turn. Crosses the line. Nope. Still had an off-track penalty somewhere, so track limits. Battle continues on. Ido Baltsan versus Omri Farag. This is going to be for 5th. Rantazzoni still pushing Rim Gross, who's 9 seconds behind Nadav Yaron. mean, that's the best they can get. 7 seconds ahead is draw last, but still, they need to be gaining 3 seconds a lap. That's not going to happen. 3 laps to go, and here we go. Ido Baltan versus Omri Farag for 5th. That's a lap car. 39. Nope, that's her known Levi. I thought that was a lap car moving strangely. That's her known Levi. Ido Baltan gets that position. Up into 5th he goes. Renzazoni finally makes the move on Reem Gross and overtakes him. And this is draw last, watching the battle. Omri Farag versus Ido Baltan. Omri has to concede at some point. Sounds like somebody keeps crashing into something. It's actually just the cars touching the curbs, but yeah, it sounds very violent, and in reality it really isn't. Ventura, 2nd place at the moment. Hold on to it. Be a great result for him. Itai Zarbel behind. This battle keeps on giving now. So free cars, just as we saw at the start of the race. In race 1 with Chacha, Gross, and Tizoni. It's now for 5th place between Baltan, Farag, and last. Battle continues. Reem Gross has got the fastest lap of the race. Let's see if Rowan Chacha can take it away from him, because I think he kind of needs it. I mean, just to guarantee the championship. I'm not sure, and I'm not going to announce the champion here unless Reem Gross would retire from the race, then we'd be kind of certain. But Chacha finally gets the fastest lap of the race. That battle continues now. Omri Farag on the inside. Draw last tries to do something, but doesn't happen. Rowan Chacha 21.9. Take a bow. What a lap that was. Closest lap to that. And Reem Gross had the fastest lap of the race. 22.7. That's 8 tenths. Rowan has got no slip. Not getting drafted by anybody. Very, very fast. And yeah, that's the way Spa goes, you know. Rowan's has been quick, incredibly quick. It's so hard to run away from anyone here. Unless they're super slow or they've made a mistake somewhere. Here comes Dror last. He's getting the slipstream from Baltan up ahead, and he might just get past. He does, Dror last. Gets past Omri Farag into 6th. Sorry, 6th. And Gross and Renzazoni, no change. Laps to go. Here's per second. Gonna come down to the wire, and honestly, I'm scared of seeing the same thing we saw in race 1. But race 1, I felt like that was just the boiling point, right? Them two fighting for what was almost the battle to guarantee Chacha the championship. And it was, you know, to kind of assert dominance on a circuit that everybody knows well. And they two were fighting. They were fighting beautifully, and I felt like that last lap just getting a little bit more feisty, a little bit more racy, and in the end, it ended up difficult. Here's Zarbel versus Ventura. Rowan Chacha doesn't set the fastest lap of the race. Pretty close to it. Another 22-0. These guys behind, setting 24s. 23 for Itai Zarbel, 24 for Tomer Ventura. Final lap of the race. And final lap here at Spa this afternoon. to the outside. Is it Zarbel? I think he's just about got it. He has. Outbreaks Tomer Ventura to go up into second. I think Tomer might just settle for third place here, unless he tries something at the very end of the lap, but good job. Definitely. Francisoni and Reem Gross now involved in definitely a battle here. Gross has gotten back past. Another battle between Ido Balsan and Dror Last. It's definitely happening here. And definitely happening for second as Tomer Ventura putting on the pressure on Itai Zarbel, who's caught up to him. But now Ventura can put the pressure on and try and find a way back past. Balsan up into fifth. And they're going to go in side by side. Still side by side. Who can make it through the 50 of Balsan gets through ahead of Dror Last. But they still keep on fighting. Back to this battle for second place. There might still be something happening into the final turn. We'll keep watching them until we jump to the race winner. And this battle continues on. They're going to go side by side now. Who's going to come out in front? They touch once again. And breaking into the final chicane. I think Rowan Chacha's about to take the checkered flag. I think he has. And these two, they're going to stay there. Ventura can't come back. Rowan Chacha wins race 2. And judging by those celebrations, I think he's done it. I think he might just be champion. We'll have to confirm. But Rowan Chacha, take a bow. He's been incredible this year. He's absolutely been the class of the field, and nobody can take anything away from him. Even if he's got one more round to get this done, Rowan Chacha, take a bow, because this man has been incredible this season. He's not won 2 races. One of them is here when he got involved in an accident on the last lap, fighting for the win. And the other one is, I think, in Portimao, where he finished second. He's been unstoppable this season. And there's one more round at Imola. But the championship, I believe, is almost sealed up. Let's have a look at the final results from the race. Rowan Chacha, another signature drive from last in the field to finish first. Then it's Itai Zarbel, Tomer Ventura, Arnon Levi, Ido Balsan, Amri Farag, Nadav Viron, Dror Last, Ranzazoni, Reem Gross. In 10th, Gilad Heskia, Matty Rosen, Ayali Konovitsky, Yossi Gabe, Yuval Merrick, and Daniel Lerman, who's just had an awful day here at Spa. Thanks to everyone who's been watching. And we'll see you in 2.5 weeks' time at the beautiful Imola circuit to round out this incredible season. And thank you to the iRacing Israel League and Ilaka, the Federation, the ASN of Israel. And remember, the driver who wins this, he's going to represent Israel at the FIA Motorsport Games 2024 in Valencia. Have a good night, everyone, and see you in 2 weeks' time.